That local administration launches a drive to catch stray dogs. Foreign Affairs Minister hits out at Rahul Gandhi over China, says Modi government sent troops to the LAC, not Rahul.
We were being accommodative. Who sent the Indian army to the LAC? Rahul Gandhi didn't send them. Narendra Modi sent them. Okay? We have today the largest peacetime deployment in our history on the China border.
Lyricist Javed Akhtar schools Pakistan terror mongers, names and shames Pakistan in Pakistan. Says 2611 killers still roaming free.
अब तो बंबई के लोग हैं, हमने देखा हमारे शहर पे कैसे हमला हुआ था, तो वो लोग नॉर्वे से तो नहीं आए थे, ना इजिप्ट से आए थे, वो लोग अभी भी आपके मुल्क में घूम रहे हैं.
Singer Sonu Nigam roughed up at a Mumbai event by alleged Uddhav Sena supporters. Sister of accused says have apologized to singer.
राइट में तो मैं गिर जाता, मैं स्टेप पे गिरा, तो मुझे बचाने के लिए रब्बानी आए और रब्बानी को तो ऐसे पीछे किया तो उसके बच गया, मर जाता बस. अगर नीचे कुछ लोहा होता.
Day after Biden's Ukraine visit, Vladimir Putin breathes fire in a address before one-year war anniversary. Accuses the West of starting the war. Top story, the Maharashtra political tussle over the Shiv Sena symbol and legacy refuses to die down days after the EC declared Eknath Shinde as the real Shiv Sena leader. Uddhav Thackeray's faction has now moved the Supreme Court against ED's decision. Hearing is slated for tomorrow. Take a look at all that's gone down.
From the streets of Mumbai, the Election Commission of India, the Parliament, to the Supreme Court. Flashpoints explode in the political war between Maharashtra's Senas. On Tuesday, former Maharashtra Chief Minister Uddhav Thackeray filed a petition before the Supreme Court, challenging the EC's decision to allot party name Shiv Sena and bow and arrow symbol to the Eknath Shinde faction.
Seeking an urgent hearing against the Election Commission order, senior advocate Kapil Sibal pointed out that if there is no stay, the Eknath Shinde faction, which has already taken over the party office, could also take over the party accounts. And what is happening in the EC is in fact dangerous to the polity of the country, because the Election Commission has gone outside of its purview and looked at issues which were being considered by the Supreme Court. On Wednesday, the petition against the EC will be heard by a 3-judge bench of the Supreme Court.
In the midst of the hot button dispute, the Lok Sabha Secretariat issued the Shiv Sena's office in Parliament to Eknath Shinde's faction. The move came in response to a formal request from a party MP. The political showdown between the two groups has escalated since the EC's decision. Eknath Shinde's party has taken control of the Sena's office in the state legislative building already.
करने दीजिए, और क्या कर सकते हो. चोर होता है वो कहाँ भी घुसता है. अब जो और बड़ा चोर होता है उनको लगता है कि मैं देश का मालिक बन गया हूँ. हाँ, लेकिन ये चौकीदार नहीं है. चौकीदार यहाँ की जनता है. ये एक रेड कार्ड के हिसाब से काम चल रहा है महाराष्ट्र के राजनीति में. अगर नहीं है तो अपने बच्चों की शपथ लेकर बोलिए ये नहीं है क्या.
A litmus test for the warring Senas on the cards. Elections to the powerful Brihan Mumbai Municipal Corporation already due, awaiting official announcement. Both sides pulling out all the stops to claim Sena legacy. A split in Shiv Sena in 2022 first unseated the Thackerays from power. With the EC announcing its decision last week, the Thackeray stand ousted from the party founded by their family patriarch almost 6 decades ago.
Now the biggest challenge ahead of Thackeray's outside the court is to consolidate his support and retain his cadres from slipping towards Shinde. While inside the court, his lawyers are trying his level best to stay the order passed by Election Commission of India and also convince the Constitution Bench to decide on the fate of disqualification of rebel MLAs. With my colleague Anisha Mathur from Delhi and camera person Nitin Varne, Ritvik Bhalekar, India Today, Mumbai.
All right, viewers, the other big political story of the day, which is actually rolling over from yesterday, is something that the Congress leader and spokesperson Pawan Khera had said during a press conference. Well, he did use the word Gautam Das when he mentioned the Prime Minister. Well, the Prime Minister writes his name as Narendra Damodar Das Modi, which is, he's included his father's name in it. What seemed like a clear jibe at the Prime Minister, Pawan Khera in the press conference, though he apologized and said, excuse me, but it seemed very intentional, where he went forth and he said, Narendra Gautam Das Modi. Well, in lieu of that, now an FIR has been lodged against Pawan Khera, not just in Lucknow, also in Varanasi. Meanwhile, Home Minister Amit Shah has slammed the Congress leader for making a personal attack on the Prime Minister.
जब नरसिम्हा राव जी जेपीसी बना सकते थे, जब अटल बिहारी वाजपेयी जी जेपीसी बैठा सकते थे, तो नरेंद्र दामोदर दास मोदी को क्या प्रॉब्लम? गौतम दास है दामोदर दास सॉरी.
A pun taunting Prime Minister Narendra Modi over the Adani Rao has become a political hot potato for the Congress party. Pawan Khera has now been booked for insulting the Prime Minister by referring to him as Narendra Gautam Das Modi. An FIR has been filed against the Congress leader in Lucknow. Khera's defense was that he got confused, but the BJP is not buying it. Leading the charge was Amit Shah himself.
कांग्रेस के प्रवक्ता ने मोदी जी के लिए जिस प्रकार की भाषा का प्रयोग किया है, मैं तो समझ रहा हूं ये बात कांग्रेस के प्रवक्ता की नहीं है, ये बात कांग्रेस के नेता राहुल गांधी के स्वभाव के अनुकूल है.
This isn't the first time the Prime Minister has been insulted by the Congress neta. From Chaiwala to Neech, personal attacks have been made against the Prime Minister since before 2014.
आज जिस प्रकार की अभद्र टिप्पणी कांग्रेस ने प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी के पिताजी पर करी है, वो निंदनीय है. ये पहली बार नहीं है कि कांग्रेस ने प्रधानमंत्री जी पर निजी हमला किया है. पहले उनकी जाति को लेकर, उनके सामान्य गरीब परिवार को लेकर, उनकी पृष्ठभूमि को लेकर लगातार कांग्रेस उन पर हमले करते आई है. लेकिन आज जिस प्रकार से उनके मृत पिताजी, जिनका राजनीति से कुछ लेना नहीं है, उनको घसीटकर कांग्रेस ने राजनीति के स्तर को और नीचा कर दिया है.
मेरा मानना है कि हमारी लड़ाई बीजेपी के किसी नेता से जाति लड़ाई नहीं है. जो भी लड़ाई है वो विचारों की लड़ाई है. लेकिन अमित शाह जी को चाहिए कि भारतीय जनता पार्टी के नेता किस तरीके की जबान टीवी पर बैठकर वो बोलते हैं, अगर वो देख लेंगे तो शायद वो ऐसा बयान नहीं देंगे.
As political firestorm escalated, Pawan Khera refused to back down. Brazening it out, the Congress leader questioned the government's silence on attacks on Jawaharlal Nehru, declaring that insulting someone's father wasn't the Congress's sanskar.
जितना कीचड़ उछालोगे, कमल उतना ही ज्यादा खिलेगा.
The Prime Minister has always turned abuses and insults into ammunition against the opposition. With the war of 2024 already declared open, this Gali politics will only get bigger. Bureau Report, India Today.
All right, viewers, let's now cut across to a story that we are tracking very, very closely, coming in from Haryana, concerning the lynching and burning alive of two cow smugglers who are suspects. One of them had absolutely no cases. The latest is that the panchayat had called in Haryana's Manesar in support of Mannu Manesar, who's been missing ever since the incident. He is one of the prime accused for his alleged involvement in the murder case of two men from Rajasthan. Lots of commotion at the panchayat that was held in support of Mannu Manesar after reports suggested a police team was conducting raids at Monu's residence. The Mahapanchayat was dispersed immediately. The Delhi-Jaipur National Highway was also blocked by supporters of Monu Manesar. His supporters are claiming that he is innocent. However, the family members of the two victims who were killed in cold blood say that this is the man on your television screen who is responsible for the murder of the two. Since the murder, Mannu Manesar or Monu Manesar is missing, absconding. Meanwhile, let's quickly move on. Political heavyweights are campaigning in the state of war, Nagaland. Both Home Minister Amit Shah and Congress Chief Mallikarjun Kharge led their party's campaign in the poll-bound state and ignited a fresh war of words. Kharge said that Prime Minister Modi is behaving like a dictator and that BJP will be taught a lesson in the upcoming elections. Congress also accused BJP of toppling governments across states. Amit Shah hit back, saying Rahul's leadership resulted in Congress losing its opposition status. The 60-member Nagaland Assembly will go to polls on February 27th alongside Meghalaya, and the counting of votes for three states of Tripura, Meghalaya and Nagaland will take place on the 2nd of March.
मैं आपको कहकर जाता हूं, चुनाव समाप्त होने के बाद ईएनपीओ ने उठाए हुए ईस्टर्न नागालैंड के सारे इश्यू को एड्रेस करते हुए भारत सरकार का गृह मंत्रालय एक समझौता करेगा जो पूर्वी नागालैंड में, ईस्टर्न नागालैंड में एक बहुत बड़ी विकास की बयार लाएगा और आप सभी को आपके अधिकार भी मिलेंगे। नागालैंड के 7 जिलों में से 15 पुलिस स्टेशन में से अशांत क्षेत्र अधिसूचना अब सपा को हटा लिया गया है। आज नागालैंड का बहुत बड़ा हिस्सा अब सपा से मुक्त हुआ है। मुझे भरोसा है कि आने वाले 3-4 साल में ही पूरे नागालैंड को हम अब सपा से मुक्त कर देंगे।
We all know that there was a big scam by those in power. BJP took advantage of the situation and overturned the government overnight. The people of Nagaland were once again cheated. BJP formed the government by blackmailing the chief minister. Not only here, 6-7 states, they used to pressurize MLAs and they used to take them and finish these state governments, majority government. Our Karnataka had a full majority, but they purchased nearly 16, 17, 18 MLAs, asked them to resign, and they formed the government again. You take Madhya Pradesh, you take Manipur, you take Goa, you take Uttarakhand earlier, everywhere they pressurize and they take those MLAs or MPs and make them, feed them their own resources. One side you talk about democracy, constitution, other side you are doing, your all acts are undemocratic. You are not following the constitution and you are not going according to the democratic principles. But outside they say, they talk, and you know Modi has several times said, I am the only man who can face the country. no other people can touch me. That proudly he says. No democratic man says like this. You are in democracy, you should remember, you are not a autocrat, you are not a dictator. You are elected by people and people will teach you lesson in 2024.
All right, viewers, trust India Today to get you the front row seats to this political thriller of sorts, with 3 states from the northeast opening the year, which is a big year for state elections, viewers. Tripura, Meghalaya, Nagaland. Nagaland, Meghalaya go to polls on the 27th of February. Tripura has already voted, counting together on the 2nd of March. A quick break. On the other side is our fact check segment.
Over 3 decades, Business Today has delivered news, views and analysis like no other. Now, Business Today presents the future.
Could I request Mr. Arun Puri, our Editor-in-Chief, to come up on the stage with the Finance Minister as we unveil the anniversary issue of Business Today. This is the 31st anniversary of India's #1 news magazine.
BT produces a cover with an AI avatar of Pichan on its 31st anniversary issue. Visit businesstoday.in/subscribe and subscribe now.
Manju Warrior has bought a brand new BMW luxury bike. The actress took to social media to share this video. Captioning the post, she wrote, and we quote, "A tiny step of courage is always a good place to start. P.S. Got to go a long way before I become a good rider. So if you see me fumbling on the roads, please be patient with me." She even thanked co-star Ajit Kumar for being an inspiration. The actress even went on a long bike ride along with a group of riders across Kashmir and Leh Ladakh last year. Manju Warrior and Ajit Kumar had recently shared screen space in Tuniva. Directed by H. Vinod, the action thriller grossed over 200 crore at the global box office.
Power, officer, power.
Orders, sir, orders.
Surrender or die.
What the save?
I think there's an opportunity for India particularly to work with the United States and others.
India is has the largest vaccine manufacturer in the world.
I thought if it's blowing in the wind, it's best I'm on the motorcycle. And I did 15,000 kilometers in 36 days.
Rich countries have a particular obligation
to exercise their investment in innovation.
I believe that global business has the money and the power.
Improvements in the way we understand the importance of education and healthcare.
You have a greater chance of killing yourself than of being killed by any soldier or terrorist or criminal.
हे शिवधनुष्य आहे जे रावणाला नाही पेललं ते मिंद्यांना काय पेलणार आहे.
धनुष्यबाण तो गिरवी रखा था उन्होंने. बाला साहब के विचार और ये धनुष्यबाण ये उनकी देन है, उसे तो हमने छुड़ाया है अभी.
महाभारत ओवर सेना. Uddhav fights for legacy. Takes war to Supreme Court. Shinde takes over party offices. Big escalation ahead of BMC polls. Kaun banega Senapati? Big focus on News Track.
Welcome back, viewers. You're watching our Fact Check segment where we bust certain claims masquerading to be facts on social media platform and WhatsApp group. There's a claim suggesting that the Tagore statue was desecrated at the Dhaka University. The claim to that fact check, the statue was moved by the university administration, not extremists. It wasn't desecrated, it was just moved from one spot to the other. With that fact check, time for me to go into a break, but you stay with us. On the other side is To The Point.